are racers Matt 7898, Koi Ace 0, 187, and Etium. And Nitro, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Can't complain. We're off to the race with a hook shot in the chest.
Nice. So that'll speed up movement. We can also get an early idea what the stun prize will be.
That we can. And just a quick reminder, tonight's race is a standard 6-6 map and compass shuffle. Your maps and compasses will be randomized between chests anywhere in the game. We've got a fire rod on Uncle as well.
That's a really nice item to get early. It really is. Helps with routing and helps with bomb drops too, as we see bomb drops in the guards.
We have a very strong start.
Fire Rod does limit the amount of farming, but knowing that the green guards do drop it, all of our runners should be able to get the bomb before the back of escape to check the item set.
Alright, well, there is our key for the back of escape.
Well, we have to get it in one of the chests by Dark Cross, so as long as we have got it there, we should be fine.
Yep.
So, question in chat. No, there are not 4 pendants in the game. There are still 3. It just means that in order to open Ganon's Tower, they only need 6 of the 7 crystals, which means that one of the dungeons might be totally irrelevant.
Similar to a pendant dungeon, in a way.
Yeah, similar to a pendant dungeon, but so the standard mode, as we get a sword in Zelda's chest, means that they go through the escape just like they would in the original vanilla game. So they rescue Zelda, bring her back to Sanctuary, and then from there, the world is their oyster. Yes, Fire Rod on Uncle. No, Uncle cannot give you a hook shot in standard. That's correct. There's a question in chat. I believe from what I've been reading that in Uncle assured he can give you a different item other than a weapon because you're guaranteed a sword, but I'm not 100% on that. And because we're doing standard, they will have a free light cone for the back of escape, for the escape sequence. And after that, if they would like to go into dark rooms, they will need either a lamp or to use one of the nice little torches to use Fire Rod.
Yep. That very true.
And Dark Cross has $100. So question in chat, what does the 66 MC mean? it means that you only need 6 of the 7 crystals to get into Ganon's tower, and maps and compasses are shuffled. So if you saw, I believe his EDM did a map check, there was nothing on it because we don't know where any of our crystals and or pendants are. So if they talk to Sahashala, they will be told where the green pendant is and it will be put on their map. And the same thing if they go to when they get into the dark world, they go to the bomb shop, the bomb vendor will tell them where the 5-6 crystals are. Back of Escape, we have Power Glove, 20 bucks, Heart Piece.
Alright, and Matt's our first runner out of the escape sequence, sub 6.
Nice, for a piece of heart. So it looks like Koi is heading up to potentially check Lumberjack. So is Ace. Matt is into Lost Woods. Tree pole just 20, just single rupees.
Thieves' Den's a piece of heart. Lumberjack Ledge, also a piece of heart.
So don't need Aga for that.
Let's just hope we don't need him for the Dark World.
Let's hope not. Earlier today we had an Aga 1 required seed from Moon Pearl.
Gotta love those.
Oh yeah. Alright, so now we'll be starting our standard Kakariko check. Matt will be checking, starting with Blind's Hut. And we'll get 5 items there. Starting off Pizza Heart, 20 bucks. Heart container. And triple bombs. And 20 bucks in the back.
Should be moving towards the well next for our next 5 items.
Yeah, and they should be able to easily afford Bottle Vendor, which is nice. So let's see what's in the well. We have a compass for pod. Map of desert. 20 bucks. Quake. And 20 bucks.
Alright, not too many exciting things in Kakariko to start off with.
Not yet, no. And you give 100 to get 20 back. That's pretty bad as far almost in Zora's neck of the woods there. As we go into Chicken Hut for the single rupee, very valuable there.
1 of 2 in the prize pool, by the way.
Yep. Let's check the back of the bar, see what that has for us. And just another heart container.
So that'll pretty much do it for Kakariko. We'll at least see our library ledge and our race game. And
since
probably
Kakariko
leave.
didn't have much, it's probably better to blind check. That looked like half magic on the library ledge. to
Yep.
blind check the race game, but we'll see what the runners decide to do. It is a compass, then that will be left there.
Yeah, for most runners, that's just kind of a 50-50. Some prefer to just straight blind check it every time. Others would like to actually see what it is before going for it.
Yeah, as Matt will now head south shore, we'll check the dam, mini Moldorm cave, probably Ice Rock cave, potentially go to a Guinness cave too. And with hookshot, they can avoid a screen transition by hooking as soon as they get in. Oh, we have boots.
Hey, we can finally go fast, and we can get that half magic already.
Nice. If they decide to go back that way. So
Well, if we come
maybe
back to
when we
Cat
get
Creek,
bottle, we go back. And just triple bombs when you drain the swamp. And Matt deciding to go to Agina's cave first.
yeah, I don't blame him for this decision. You're in the area, you have boots, so it's not as time consuming of a check. It works.
Yeah. And Agina's cave and Ice Rod cave are just at the two totally opposite ends of the map. So there's really never a good way around either one. So if you're going to be in the area when checking the dam, probably the best chance of getting into that just for a piece of heart. So Matt going back to Link's house. We'll probably now go back and finish South Shore. As Ace will be heading first to Mini Moldorm Cave.
And I didn't quite catch that really quick map check for ETM. I'm wanting to say Desert Pendant, but I can't quite tell.
Definitely couldn't tell there. I'll have to wait till somebody checks it again. Alright, so we have 10 arrows, compass 4, ice palace, heart container, the lamp, and a piece of heart. So now they can go up Death Mountain if they so desire to at least check 2 items there. They can get 2 out of the 3. So Matt checking Ice Rock Cave. Looks like Koi is heading to Bunk Rocks. So $50 at Ice Rock Cave.
Alright, starting to slowly run out of options there, and I actually think that was a crystal there for Desert.
That's what I saw, and we get Water Walk for Matt. So probably head to see what's on the island for just $5. And Bonk Rock's just having a piece of heart.
Yep, quick out of logic dip into the waterfall.
Ooh, a mushroom, fetch quest, and another piece of heart.
Alright.
As Ace is gonna take that lamp and go directly to Death Mountain. So he'll get the old man item and be able to see what's on top of Spectacle Rock, and get the item inside Spectacle Rock if they decide to do that. Oh, and then you can check all of East Death Mountain with Hookshot. For the book, ooh, that gives us access to Desert Palace.
Alright. Well, least desert's more valuable tonight than it normally is, with potentially 4 items instead of 2.
Yeah.
Plus, we have the boots. It's not going to be boots locked, so. And we have the gloves, so we can get the back. We can full clear desert.
Yep. And there's a magic cape on top of Spectacle Rock and a master sword inside of Spectacle Rock.
Ooh, very nice.
So we'll see what Hobo has on EDM's side. For a map of Hera. Matt now also doing his check to get the old man.
Etium for the Bonk Rock play. He's hard.
Alright, so now we're gonna get East Death Mountain, Paradox Cave, and everything inside there. So there's 6 items potentially here. Alright, so 2 items first. We have
Oh, Paradox.
300 bucks.
Yeah, we have got 7 items here.
Oh, sorry, 7 items here.
Yep, top one's
So,
nice like our other cave checks and gives us 5.
so Tower of Hera is our green pendant. Triple bombs, piece of heart, 50 bucks, map of Hyrule Castle, and map of Turtle Rock.
Yeah, while Ace was checking Paradox, Koi gave us the Hashula's Hut. We had a small toy shield as well as our map of Swamp Palace.
Yeah, so, and we know the green pendant is on Hera, so that gives us potentially 5 items on Hera, so that could be very valuable. Unfortunately, you can't get into Hera without hammer or mirror.
Yep.
So Spiral Cave is our last chance, which Ace is in now. And Spiral Cave is a lot faster with boots.
That it is. We'd normally sing a song here, or some commentators would. But we run through this cave, and there's no time for that song. It's too quick.
For the single arrow, and Koi enters Eastern Palace.
Yep, potential 5 items for Eastern tonight.
Good. $300. Matt
Speaking
gets
of
the
one of our
bomb check.
commentators who likes to sing, they're in chat now. Wolfman 2000.
I definitely will not sing. I am not the singer in this family. Ooh, there's Flippers. My wife is the singer in our family.
And cutscene complete. Ace Zero is headed into Desert Palace.
And we also get the map of Ice Palace in Eastern.
And Moon Pearl in Desert. One more item away from Dark World access, either the hammer or the mitts.
Yep.
hey, look, another map on the torch. GT map, maybe? No.
Nope.
DP.
Pod.
Palace Dark.
Nope. I'm gonna guess while Koi is up in the Zora region, he will get his he'll check King Ripoff himself.
Yep, he does have the money for it. And A's gonna be our first to go on towards Land Molus. Big King Con Artist tonight has for us
The Bloomerang.
Well, at least he's on color tonight.
All right. I don't know if that boomerang is worth 500 rupees, but it at least matches.
Some would argue yes.
Yeah, I've with the things you can do with it. Yeah.
Ooh, Mitts and Desert. We missed those. How did we miss those?
I don't. That's a good question.
Alright, well, we have Dark World access. But
Yes,
we'd
we
still
do.
love to find that hammer.
Yep. So just triple bombs there. So Aga pretty much dead at this point. Question chat, yes. If Pyramid Fairy has the hammer, then yes, Aga is technically required, but there are ways to bring the bomb in by doing some sequence breaking. I don't know how to do that, so I couldn't tell you guys how to do it, but I know I've heard that it is possible.
I have seen the world tour of the Big Bomb, and I'll tell you, it's quite glorious if anyone wants to pull that off.
That would be awesome to see.
Alright, I forgot. Ace got the kill on Land Molus, and I didn't even see what he dropped. I'm assuming nothing much. We'll see it again. There we go.
Just
And
all right, so A's going into the Dark World. So looks like Turtle Rock is a blue pendant and Pod is a crystal.
Yep.
So no, at the moment, no searching for the ever so sly ice rod.
Yeah, but Ace will go ahead and dip into Skull Woods here. Finds
Ooh,
a Bombos.
Bombos. That gives us even more access to Ice Palace if we hadn't had it already with the Fire Rod. Ace gets caught by the Wall Master. Matt heading to Dark Death Mountain into Super Bunny Cave. We'll check Hookshot Cave. And at least potentially see TR's medallion. Super Bunny Cave has a map of Thieves Town, as well as $20. Alright, Matt heading into Hookshot Cave, and apparently there's a mirror in Skull Woods. From what we're seeing in chat, map of Skull Woods. Triple bombs.
Fun fact for
there's
chat.
a mirror.
Oh, yeah, mirrors in Hookshot. But
Hookshot
fun fact
Cave.
for chat, the dungeons actually have a potential of 2 extra items tonight because it is map and compass shuffle.
And we get Tempered Sword as well. And Bombos to open up Turtle Rock.
Okay, for Matt, and onto the Ether tablet.
For Ether, that's vanilla.
Vanilla? Excuse me. Game? Who rolled the seed?
Not die.
Oh,
Alright, so we
big
get a
key
big
in the
key.
switch room.
What's that?
Just a big key.
Just the big key. And triple bombs. So it looks like Matt is setting up the bomb clip into the ferry location.
Yep, good old Harapok right here, as it's called.
And down goes Mothula.
Fortunately, I don't think this is a play one would really want to make current. I mean, I guess you could, but honestly, you're
Especially
still
with the
skipping
2
that
extra items, yeah, probably not.
Yep.
But we
One
get
of them.
swag
net.
nets and a heart piece. Alright, Matt on Troll Dorm. As Koi is doing Landmolas. Down goes Troll Dorm. For our small key. And our green pendant.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's also why we didn't go to the basement. Got the small key. Matt's gonna go ahead and leave it behind, though.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but with the extra item in there, I don't know if that's a good idea. Realize he cannot do Spike Cave. He does not have the hammer.
Yep. Well, once he goes eastern, he'll get those flippers, and he could go Ice Palace.
He could. Or check King's Tomb first.
Yeah, heart piece.
$20.
Heart piece.
Ace is in Village of Outcast. As Edium is in Hookshot Cave. And Koi is on East Death Mountain, about to get his Master Sword.
Ace seems to have found the Cane of Samaria
In the
Village
Sea Shade's
Fountains.
house.
Yep.
Alright, so we have crystals at Pod and Skull Woods that we didn't know that we didn't have the maps on earlier.
Thieves Town was the one we
Thieves
didn't
Town,
have
sorry.
yet. Yep.
EDM gonna get his Ether Medallion. Matt doing his Skull Woods plays. Roy's still on Death Mountain, and we have a blue male that we missed earlier.
Yeah, but it's pretty interesting with this seed at least. There's so much divergence between our four runners that
Yeah,
they sync up for about like 2 or 3 minutes and then they all go their separate ways again.
so we'll see if EDM decides to check the basement after he clears out Tower of Terror. Ace is going to the back of Thieves Tower now. For 10 arrows. Oh, and Mac gets caught by the Wall Master. Has to refill his magic now, sadly. I don't think he has enough magic. Oh, he does. I thought he almost didn't have enough magic in that last fire rod shot.
Just about. Mediums finish up the Tower of Hera though. Time to see his decision.
Yeah, and without the hammer, I don't think we saw the small key for Thieves Town, so I don't remember if Blind can drop it or not. So if that's the case, then the small key is locked in the big chest. So Matthew telling me it cannot. So Blind will have the final item, and the small key will be in the big chest. One of the few dungeons that can happen. For the map of Eastern. And we're gonna get a ped check.
Ooh. Hype. Now you can find your way home.
So that is a map. So Ped is officially dead.
That's fine though. I mean, it's a map that we're not going to know what one dungeon is, but that could be Ganon's Tower map for all we care. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, Ace giving us the digging game.
triple bombs. He'll check cave. He'll check Stumpy. Alright, so into Hype Cave we go. Edium getting half magic. 10 arrows. 20 bucks. Piece of heart. 20 bucks. And ooh, there's
Hammer!
a hammer.
Alright.
That's a solid 7 out of 10 for Hype Cave just for that hammer. So with that hammer now, we'll be able to check Pyramid. We'll go to Catfish, I'm going to guess, for Ace, and then see where he wants to go from there. And Ace still deciding to go over to Pod.
I'm assuming Ace has 800 rupees. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay, yep, he did.
And Koi is going to check the basement. Of Tower of Error. Edium heading into Mothula. Aces in Pod. Could very easily be bow locked, and it is with the ice rod. No bottles, he's done here. He's going to do the mimic clip to get to the bow lock section of Pod.
Gotta applaud a mimic clip attempt. It's not always the quickest of plays.
No, sadly.
But, you know, I'll give a straight 7 out of 10. Maybe even an 8 for just doing the strat, so.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of mimic clips, though, if you've ever seen the Ganon's Tower double mimic clip, ooh, that one's good too. And Ace gets it.
Nice job. For the big key. So the big key is bow locked.
We'll still need the bow, though, anyway, so...
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially since Eastern Palace, from what the trackers show, is a crystal. So yes, we will need at least one bow. And there are 2 of them out there, because now we have progressive bows.
Yeah. Plus, we'll have to go to Eastern anyway, because you got our flippers for both swamp and ice. Most people aren't going to care about needing them for ice, but you do need them. Well, actually, swamp's isn't it? Never mind, what am I talking about? We don't need those things.
No.
We can just go mire instead of ice.
Especially if you get the God Mire. Question, chat, do you need the bow? Technically, yes, but if you could do the mimic clips, I believe you don't need the bow for GT, but I'm not sure, but you do need it for Eastern Palace.
Pod, Eastern Palace, and T.
We still have not seen what the green pendant is. Nobody has turned that in just yet.
Well, seeing as you know, Met has the mirror, ETM has the mirror, they're gonna wait for that pod double dip moment, I assume.
Yeah, I would guess that too.
Pod / Eastern dip.
Ooh, there's a shovel. And another small key. Matt picking up his half magic. So $20 in the dark maze. That was the first item back there. And $50. Pad was just a map. Question in chat.
And 20 more bucks in the big chest of pod. So while we have a quick moment of our runners crossing back over each other, of course, always give a shout out to those runners and give them a follow. And I guess the bot's broken. Well, the bot's partially broken, but also shout out to our lovely trackers tonight, Lumaga83 and MathGirl718. Thank you both for doing what you do.
Yes, we would be totally lost without you. Alright, so Smiths have, ooh, a bow! One of
Ooh,
the 2
Bowsmith.
bows. So the Smith Havens are bow havens today.
And to answer that question in chat for what is 6/6 map and compass or MC shuffle, that means we've got maps and compasses for our respective dungeons shuffled into any of the items that you can find anywhere. And then our 6/6, 6/6 means our crystal counts required for both entering Ganon's tower and making Ganon vulnerable. That's a new option in version 31 where you can customly set your chosen requirement.
Yeah, so it makes for a lot more interesting seeds.
Ooh, Ace going for a hair clip or a hair pot clip as well, and he gets it.
Nice job.
Matt for a bombo stablet.
For $20. I like the new progressive bow because it allows the runners to essentially find at least one of them, although there are situations where one bow locks the other, but it just gives some more locations for you to find a bow. So that's just really nice as we have progressive mitts, progressive swords, progressive shields. Why not progressive bows?
Yep, that was one of the nice quality of life changes for version 31.
All right, let's see what Catfish has today. Just a compass.
And I believe Koi's gonna go back here now and actually be the first one to turn in the mushroom.
Yeah, so that could be our other bow. I've had that for a long time. So Misery Mire and Ice Palace are our 5-6 crystals today.
So we know it's Ice Palace. Oh, I guess we did get a Meyer check. Okay, cool.
So yes, those are the vanilla 5-6 crystals. Ice Palace and Misery Mire, the original vanilla Link to the Past.
Yep.
And Ace opening up Turtle Rock. This is a interesting play. Although he can full clear it.
Wait a second. Hold the phone. So, chat's attempting to point out no mode / go mode, but we're actually already in no mode. Because we don't technically need that flute, because we can skip Meyer. It's a 6-6 tonight.
Yes, sir. And it's quicker to skip Misery Mire there and go mode Ice Palace, especially if you do the bomb jump in like 3 rooms and you're there. So, yeah.
Matt found the ice rod. Oh, Ace found that forever ago. I missed that. Well then.
Well, Ace opened up Turtle Rock, so I'm wondering if that's where he's going to go. I kind of hope not.
I would assume he probably did just because he's here, but you never know. He does have all 3 items that we're needing.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do it, Ace.
No.
Well.
Alright, so we'll have a Turtle Rock play today. And he could full clear this. Hopefully, if he finds the bow in where the fire rock, in the fire lock part of it, that would be, and nopes out, that would probably be his best.
Yeah.
But
The only bad thing is a lot of runners don't like to nope out of dungeons unless they're being put into go mode.
Right.
So he would have to find the second bow and the flute to be able to do that.
Yeah. Well, he certainly could find the other bow and the flute here.
Yep.
Matt gonna clear pod. Down goes Helmslor King.
Goodbye to the Dino Kitty.
For a piece of heart. Ace is continuing through TR. As Matt goes into Eastern.
And looks like ETM's about to hit Hype K for his hammer. Matt skipping the flip-flops. Uh-oh. I mean, he doesn't need them, but still. We know he'll
No,
just
he
fake Flipper
doesn't.
to ice.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah, doesn't even care about the big chest either. He knows he's golden.
Yeah, he definitely does. And I don't remember where the bottle was. Do you remember where the bottle was? And what was on Sick Kid?
Oh, wait, we found a bottle? What? Where?
I
When?
see bottles on Koi and Medium's trackers. That's what I'm
Good
asking.
question. Oh, Hera Basement, apparently.
Oh,
You know, the thing that Ace and Matt both skipped.
yes. That's why they don't have it. Ring around the Arbos Knights for Matt.
I believe those are
And
the
there's Butter Sword.
Dancing Knights of Falador, if I'm not mistaken.
So we
If
have all
anyone can
4
say.
sword upgrades too. Alright. So on Laser Bridge we have triple bombs. There's a bottle, second bottle.
One of these two is a small key. Alright, 3
Nope,
bombs.
There's
Last
bombs. And then the last item, last chest will have the small key. And I'm assuming... Ooh, not taking the safety door. Interesting choice.
Blue mail, 9 hearts. Tempered sword.
So I didn't see anything in TR at all. So interesting.
Yeah.
So Matt going to do Ice Palace now.
Yeah, TR is pretty much a bust. Oh, Matt already did Thieves Town, apparently. Okay.
So he'll go mode Ice Palace and then head up to GT.
Yep. That he will.
And down goes the ice head. So we'll see what if Turtle Rock had anything of value. So far, it's been a bust. So let's see what Trinox has. Just $20. Ooh, that was a really bad sink for him.
Yeah,
Spent all
full
that time
bust.
to not even get a bow, not even to get a flute. So really sad play for him.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta make the gambles, but
Yeah, for
lately in
sure.
version 31, it has not been wanting to reward runners for gambling.
And you know what? It's not a bad case because there's been so many times where TR Laser Bridge has had a bow.
Oh, so Hashrala's green pendant item was another shield.
Nice.
Alright, so Hashrala has 2 shields today. Congratulations, runners. Oh, Koi, I guess, turned it into at some point. Or he found the 3rd shield, one of the 2.
That is also possible. But since he has Tower of Hera, I'm going to guess he turned in the green pendant. Alright, so once Cold Stare does go down, Matt will be heading up to GT, and in GT there are 22 possible locations for Gannon Tower Big Key. If you'd like to put that into chat right now, what your pick is for the Gannon Tower Big Key chess game, you can do that.
What's your
Matt
bet
will
on
be heading
tonight?
up to Gannon Tower.
What are you betting on tonight, Nitro?
I went with 6 earlier, and I'm gonna keep doing that. It's my lucky number, obviously, for my username, so I'm gonna keep it up with 6. How about yourself?
13.
13. All right.
Unlucky
So
13.
we will close the game officially when Matt enters GT, and we will be following his run through GT for the big key guessing game. So if someone was to get it faster, we will use Matt's as the final number. It looks like Koi is heading into Swamp Palace.
Ooh, Koi, no, why? Wait. Koi!
Yeah, why is... Yeah,
Koi,
that's my
you're in
question.
go mode, stop it!
I'm confused.
Even chat is confused. I just hope Koi realizes it real fast that he's in go mode. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I hope so too. Right, so at 1 hour and 36 seconds, Matt enters GT. We'll start on the left side. And Bob's Storage just has 300 bucks. That's item number 1.
And Matt is being a kind runner and letting Bob live.
Yeah, for that 300 bucks, he has 800. I don't think he needs it. All right, chest 2, heart piece. Chest 3, there's the big key. So if you guess chest number 3, congratulations, you have won our hearts and joy.
Unfortunately, we don't have any guesses for 3 tonight.
That's
We have a couple of guesses for 1 and a single guess for 5, but no 3s. I'm sorry.
wow. Second time today that nobody got it.
I mean,
Didn't
technically
get it
we
earlier
have
either.
a one. We have 1 3 because I said 13, but that doesn't matter here.
No. Bearing any major problems, which obviously Matt has not had as of yet, he should be finishing up pretty soon. And Medium is in Ice Palace. As Matt enters the gauntlet. We will have to, if we get Joy. I did say, no, I said 6 for my guess. But it was chest number 3. Question in chat. Alright. On to Moldworm 2.
Cutting through them like butter.
Nice.
Hot butter at that with that fire rod.
Yeah. Alright, we'll go to the Whiz Road floor now. And we will have to ask Koi if he is available for chat why he decided to go into Pendant Swamp House, unless he doesn't have the map and didn't realize it.
No, he has the map.
He does, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, good point in chat. He could have accidentally marked his tracker as a crystal. It happens to the best of us. Matt entering Troll Dorm 2. Down goes Troll Dorm.
Will Matt claim the toy box? I don't think he will.
I doubt it. Oh, he does for 20 bucks.
Oh, the mini Moldorm College Fund. How rude, Matt.
Wait, where's Koi going now? Is he going into Pendant?
Koi,
Turtle?
please tell me you're memeing. Please, for the love of God, tell me you're memeing.
Alright, on to Aglet 2. There's 2 shots for Matt. And a single one there, so 2-1 so far. And there's another 2, so 2-1-2. Down goes Aglet 2. Yeah, I think at this point, he's just going to do all dungeons, maybe? I'm not sure.
Maybe. We'll see.
He wants to
But
get.
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say he's trying to get a 100% playthrough while he's on stream. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But in the meantime, Matt's on to the big.
Yes. And he will tell us where the silver arrows were. And with Butter Sword, this will be an easy fight. He will have to spin strats for phase 4, but I believe it's only 12 spins for phase 4.
Yep.
Instead of 24, which is Master Sword. Well, if Koi's going for 100% completion, question in chat, then he needs to go do AGA 1 too.
Oh no.
As we're one spin away from... Alright, so the silver arrows were in the Dark World someplace. So we checked most of the locations, so probably Pyramid Ferry would be my guess. Or Mire Shed. Those are the only locations we didn't check.
Oh, what did Ganon say?
Dark World.
No, I mean Pyramid Fairy could be a thing.
Yeah, Pyramid Ferry could have it, I believe, because we had a bow elsewhere.
Yeah.
Checkerboard Cave is in the Light World. And down goes Ganon for Matt at 1 hour and 8 minutes. So get your GGs in chat for Matt 7898.
And now that he's crossed the bridge, we can announce that Matt 7898 has officially finished in 4th place with a 108.10. Just shortly beaten by Zelgadison in 1st place with a 106.02, Plasma Cap in 2nd with a 106.41, and Bonta in 3rd with a 106.54. And there's Matt now, GG.
Yeah,
GG, how's it going?
Matt.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
I hear you. Yep.
Awesome.
So, how'd it go?
I feel like I probably could have won that if I didn't make a couple of mistakes I made. I don't know. It was all right. It was super free, right? Actually going up to the mountain and getting that mirror cost me time because you could have just gone to the village and then got go mode in Hype Cave.
So while ETM's in GT, we believe that Koi is memeing right now because he's in TR after doing Swamp in Go mode.
That is possible.
Ace is
really
finishing up the Pod Eastern dip here.
It's never nice to see no finishes when you drop into Ganon and then come in fourth.
Yeah. Just get barely sniped by everybody. But you did beat out Frostbite by a few seconds as well, though.
That is true. Frostbite usually owns me, so it feels good to get one on him.
There you go. Nice friendly rivalry. It's never a bad thing.
Ace is now doing his Halmasaur King fight, and Edium is on Landmolus too.
Yep. I don't know, Matt. Do you feel like there was anything that was in a particularly bad spot tonight?
Not really. Like, you just based on the dungeons, you didn't need that many items, right? You didn't even need the cane. And so once you got into Dark World, all you needed to find was the bow and the hammer, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had, like the bow was the smith, and the hammer was in Hype Cave. So I guess if you skip the smith, then that might have tripped up some people. But other than that, like, this seed was super free. Like you could have done this in less than an hour if you did the Skull Woods to Hype Cave route. Mind you, maybe you wouldn't have found all the maps, so you wouldn't have known. But instead of, I see everybody did Hera, so I guess everybody went up to the mountain.
Yep.
After they got their Dark World access before going to the village to go to Skull.
Well, once you take out Turtle Rock as one of your biggest pendants, and of course Swamp as well, you already have a faster seed right there because those require so much to do.
Yeah, the 3 dungeons that required the most stuff were the ones that we couldn't do. I guess you could have done Turtle Rock if you found the Ice Rod in the pod, but
Which we did.
Yeah.
Because Koi and Ace did find it, as well as Edium. I don't remember where it was, but they did find it.
did they go there because they didn't know what the last crystal was?
So Edium didn't dip into Turtle Rock, but Ace did clear it out, and then Koi just finished it up just now.
Is Koi thinking it's a pedestal seed instead of a 6/6?
The consensus in chat is he's probably just going to pull pedestal and forfeit.
Well, in that case, get your hype up for... We know it's on pedestal, it's a map, so we will get to see the pendants dance at least once today.
What map do you think it is? I'm guessing Swamp Map.
GT. We found Swamp Map. That's how you all knew it was a...
I never found Swamp Map. I only found out when I saw that Eastern was a crystal.
Gotcha.
Alright, so Edium into his Ganon fight.
GT or Castle Tower? Probably GT.
I think we saw...
We saw Hyrule Castle. Ganon's Tower, yeah. Oh, wait.
It is
yeah.
Ganon's Tower. Oh, nice.
Castle
Oh,
Tower, yeah.
earlier. You called that earlier. Nice.
Okay, guys.
Hi,
That's why.
Koi.
GG's, Koi.
You finished the pedestal race.
Nope.
I think you
I
got the
knew-
wrong seat, though.
I knew everybody was thinking they knew it was a map because at least I checked it. I'm sure somebody else might have checked it. They knew it was a map, but which map could it be? Well, we just needed to let everybody know. Ganon's Tower.
Yeah.
No, I screwed
Yeah,
this
I
one
can
up
sleep
real
tonight.
early. I failed to track the gloves we found in the escape, which led to me dipping Eastern Palace. And then finding the flippers, which led to nothing. So I'm behind an Eastern Palace double dip. I'm behind all the flipper checks before I finally get my Dark World access. And then I feel so behind that I feel like I need to go East Dark World instead of down to Hype Cave like everybody else is gonna do. Which leads to double dipping Pod, which leads to doing Catfish, which leads to doing everything. And so I knew it was all over. I knew there was no way I could even compete for top 10 at that point. And then I forgot which dungeons were the pendants, and I did Swamp. So I was in Go mode, and I did Swamp as a pendant, because I'm an idiot. And that's when I said, screw it, let's go TR, pull pedestal and forfeit.
Yeah, I think we saw it in chat earlier. Someone was like, I think Koi mismarked swamp, and then they're like, oh yeah, he might have just derped.
Yeah, I didn't mismark it. I just misread it on my tracker.
That's fair.
Well, either way, chat, get your GGs in for Koi, regardless of the fact that he forfeited. Get your GGs. He played extremely well.
As well as
EDM finishes and beats Ganon, so get your GGs in chat for EDM as well.
Finishing second on Restream and 9th overall with a time of 1:16:13.
Well, thanks for the restream anyway, you guys. Sorry I couldn't put on a better show. Just
No
too many
worries.
too many gambles didn't pay off early, and then I got super tilted.
Well, thank you for running for us and putting on a show and giving us that GT map out of the pedestal.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna take off too. Thanks so much for the restream and the commentary and the tracking.
All right, well, thanks for
Yeah,
running
GGs
as well,
to you
Matt.
both. So yeah, Poseidon, you called that earlier when they checked Presto to get that information. I give you full 100% credit. You called that earlier, and that was an amazing call. You said it was the GT Big Gen Sour map.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna throw something dumb like a map on a pedestal, it might as well just be the one you never need.
Exactly.
We're joined now by ETM, so GG.
GG's, EDM.
GG's. Yeah, that was a pretty fast seed.
Yep,
I
that
guess,
it was.
Doing Hera was quite a waste of time. Cost me a few spots. But, yeah, I don't know. It was,
Well, to be honest,
pretty straightforward.
based on everyone else on Restream, I mean, you're on equal footing there. Everyone did Hera. The only thing that you did that they didn't, as far as Hera went, was Basement. Matt didn't dip it, Ace didn't dip it, but Koi did.
Koi pulled pedestal, and it was the Ganon Tower map.
Oof.
So what'd you end up thinking of the seed, ETM? Anything that you didn't like where it was placed, or, you know, in just a particularly bad spot to you?
No, I mean, the whole seed was, that was just a really straightforward seed. There wasn't much to it. I mean, I had hammer for go mode, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, Matt had pointed out, like, by the time we're in Dark World, you know, we're looking for, what, 2 items here? A hammer and, what was our other item? Bow? Yeah, bow.
Yeah, hammer and bow.
Well, I didn't know what all the crystals and pendants were, so I wasn't sure exactly what I needed. But by the time I got to the bomb shop and asked the guy, then I knew for sure I was in go mode.
Yep. It's actually pretty interesting. Everyone kind of would diverge for a few minutes. You'd all settle in and come back to one spot for like 2 minutes, roughly, and then branch all the way back out again. Like, you all converged on the desert, and then you know, some of y'all went into Dark World, and some of you went up the mountain. Just fun stuff.
Looks like no one found the other bow.
Well, we're guessing it was either Pyramid Fairy or Mire Shed.
Oh, no one found the flute either.
Yep.
Yeah, nobody found Flute. Which is potentially in GT.
Yeah.
Or left side swamp.
Could very well be left side swamp too.
Yeah, we never saw that either, so.
Alright, well, thanks for commenting, and thanks to the trackers. I'm gonna just hop out.
Alright,
GGs.
thanks for running for us, ETM. GG.
Alright, so while Ace is finishing up and getting ready for his Ganon fight, if you liked what you've seen, please give all of our runners a follow. I'm sure they would really, really appreciate it, as well as trackers, myself, and my fellow co-commentator Poseidon.
And it looks like the runner command's still broken. Let me see if I can grab their links real quick. Thanks, game player. Much appreciated.
Alright, so Ace 187 is into his Ganon fight. So he's already on to phase 2. And now on to phase 3. So 1/her once again stop teleporting. We'll put him into phase 4.
And thanks to our moderator popping there, I assume they fixed up a runner command.
So we just finished watching A0 do his spin strats on Ganon. This was a really quick seed. No bottles were really needed. No medallions were needed. Never found out what the medallion was for Misery Buyer.
Yep.
Down goes Ganon for A0 187. Get your GGs in chat. Ready. And he crosses the finish line. Get your GGs in chat.
Nice big, well-deserved GG for our final finisher, Ace0187, finishing 12th place with a time of 1:24:10. And we should be joined by Ace shortly here.
Yep. And GG Ace.
Thanks, GG.
So what were your thoughts on this seed?
Well, I thought it was pretty fun. It seemed linear for a minute, and I tried to gamble, obviously, with the Mimic Clip and Pod, and that didn't work, so I doubled down with Trinex, and that didn't work, but still had fun with it. Definitely, there was a lot open there for a while.
Yeah, your go mode items in this seed were hammer and bow. I mean, how often do you ever say that?
Yeah, I mean, bow seems to happen not too frequently, but hammer's a pretty rare one. That's interesting. And usually when bow is the go mode, it's everybody's, it seems like, in my experience.
Yep. But hey, a lot of people got a nice sub 90 seed out of tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I can't complain about that. I mean, it's obviously not a top finish necessarily overall in the group, but still feel like I did okay. And like I said, it was still fun to play.
But don't forget, you still get brownie points for the mimic clip.
Thanks.
Oh, lots.
Thanks. I actually just learned that pretty recently, so I thought even though it's a pretty big gamble, it might be a big waste of time. I wanted to try it out in a race.
Nice.
Well, it's these races where you get to try things out and perfect them and get them better and better. So it's really your best chance of trying something new out. where
Oh,
there's
for sure,
nothing
yeah.
to risk.
Yeah, better get it down now than try to work on it during the tournament.
Yeah, that's what I was mentioning. If you work on it now when there's nothing at risk, then when you perfect it for a tournament, then it can save you a lot more time in tournaments and potentially get you up into the next set. So it's better to try it out here.
Did anybody pull that map on the pedestal?
Yes.
Koi did.
Koi
Oh,
did. It
nice.
was the map of GT.
Oh, not even a good map. That's insult to injury.
Yeah.
He ended up with some tracker issues and like misreading his tracker on accident, so he decided he'd go ahead and just do the pendants and pull the pedestal to find out what that mysterious map was.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
He seemed to at least have a good time about it, though.
Yeah, he definitely did.
No one found the other bow. Which was
Okay.
the other.
Yeah, from our guess, it's either got to be in Meyer Shed or in Pyramid Ferry. I believe those are the only locations that you guys did not check in the Dark World.
Oh, so there was someone that cleared Meyer then?
No. We never found the flute, but that would be
okay,
the only
okay.
place it could have been because Gannon said it was in the Dark World, and so I believe all the other locations were checked in the Dark World, with the exception of Meyer Shed and Pyramid Ferry. Those are the only two locations that, from my memory, that we did not check. So those are the two locations that it could be.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I know I had left a lot unchecked, so I wasn't really worried about looking for it, obviously.
Right.
Yeah, with progressive bows, from what I've noticed, runners tend to not look for the silver arrows. If they stumble upon them, great. But now with progressive bows, it's more likely you're going to be doing silverless Gannon because those silver arrows could literally be almost anywhere.
Yeah, that's actually when I did the mimic clip, that's the thing I was hoping to find most of all was the other bow, because that I have found the bow on the bowlock side of pod before, and that could have been huge.
Yep.
Yeah, that would have been huge for sure.
Instead, it was worst case scenario with a small key and big key, so that anyone go moding it literally just has to do the right side.
It's rare that you can go mode pod like that.
Oh yeah.
But all in all, I'd say it wasn't too terrible of a seed as far as any of the trolls, really. There wasn't too much to troll anybody with, so it's always a plus.
Oh yeah, for sure. Lots of firepower early too, with the early sword, and of course bombs and escape is always a bit of a relief.
Yeah. Start with the hook shot, get a fire rod, get a bomb, get a sword, call it done.
Yeah, this seed really didn't have anything that really trolled the runners, like having Ice Rod buried in the like worst possible place it could be.
Yeah, thankfully we didn't even need an ice rod to worry about.
Yeah. And not only that, we didn't need flute either. So the game was
Oh,
nice and gave us early boots.
I was just gonna say I made use of that ice rod though. Either way, I know I used it in 3 different rooms.
Yeah, the Ice Rod, besides going after Trinax, does have good uses to it. It's nice to see runners using it for something other than Trinax.
Very true.
I believe it fires a little faster than the fire rod, if memory serves correct. So it actually works faster on like landmollas too, in that situation.
Yeah, I know the slower projectiles make it harder to use, but
Damage output's better.
yeah.
But any final thoughts on the seed there, Ace?
No, not really. Thanks for having me on the restream. Thanks for all your work, comms and trackers and restreamers. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and of course, thanks for running for us and
Oh, yeah.
putting on a great show.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so with that, we'd like to thank all of our runners, our trackers, our restreamers, and everybody who's involved in getting us on the air and getting the races to you guys. Would like to thank trackers, racers, and restreamers, and of course my co-commentator Poseidon. I am Nitro6003 saying good night from all of us here at the Speed Gaming Network.
Yep. And one more quick announcement just while we have that moment. Also going on the other Speed Gaming channels, if you'd like to check out the schedule there is the SNES Superstars marathon going on right now with Donkey Kong Country 2 going on the main channel, with Donkey Kong Country later tonight. And always make sure, if you want to see more, follow the rest of the Speed Gaming channels 1 through 6, as well as the many international language channels as well.